Have you ever canoed down a babbling brook?
No, but I have cried at a Taco Bell.
Oh, same thing. Listen up, campers.
It's time to buckle up, pitch a tent, and take a hike.
Because Camp Counselors is a variety show.
So prepare for a good old-fashioned kumbaya,
Weird news,
hot gossip,
and scary stories around the campfire.
so spooky.
Is this podcast even about camping?
No, but it is camp. This is Camp Counselors.
Hey, happy campers.
Welcome back to Camp Shady Birch.
It is week 118 here at camp. Thank you guys so much for pre-ordering. If you didn't know and you somehow are living under a rock, we have merch now. Yes, the Cabin gift shop is open and you can go to campcounselorspodcast.com/merch to get yours.
It's so funny. We're pre-recording this before it actually drops. So what if something happens in the future?
Don't do this, because I was watching our thing back last time and, time always tells.
You just never know where things are going to land and what's going to happen tomorrow. Like, we don't even, something could happen in 10 minutes that could alter life as we know it.
If we ever do not address something crazy that's going on, just assume it's because this was recorded right before it happened. And I'm telling you.
I know that's happened to us a few times where things have happened and we're like, oh, well, we're going to be behind because we already recorded that episode.
I know.
Damn it. Well, as you guys are listening, I'm currently in Los Angeles.
And I will currently be on a couch somewhere in New York City or Camp Shady Birch.
We're going to be 2,000 miles apart.
Oh my God, like that song.
I would walk
2,000 miles
to see your face, Vanessa Carlton.
I was going to say, and your smile.
We should get those bears.
What bears?
The bears that if I touch its limb, it glows over here.
Oh, that's cute. Or you can do the remote control butt plug.
That's like for the people in the military and the guys in like Iraq, and he's like touching like the hand of the bear and the wife's like getting railed by her.
Oh my God.
She's
oh my God. What are you talking
like,
about?
Roll that under the bed, bitch. This relationship's over.
Oh my Lord.
What? She just wanted a honeymoon in Disney. Let her be with her gummy girls.
Okay, gummy girls.
I'm just being silly. I'm being rash.
No, not on this show. It's a very serious program.
Yeah, let's be really serious. Today we want to talk about molecular development. So how a molecule works.
No, but I do want to talk about something kind of boring, but it wasn't boring to me.
What?
So, New Year, same me, as you know. But I had so many things that I just had to like do at the beginning of the year, which is kind of annoying, but I guess a blessing once it's all complete. I had to renew my license because it expires. And I couldn't renew it with my old address in Pennsylvania, because I don't live there. So I had to go to the DMV in Brooklyn. And there's two choices that I could have took. Right? I could have went to Coney Island or I could have gone to chaotic Atlantic. So I decided to go there. And that day was a mess. It starts to snow, a blustery, cold dandruff from the sky. I'm waiting in the subway station for my train. And it gets delayed. I'm like, okay, whatever. I have that little buffer. And then it keeps getting delayed and people are getting like really pissed off. And the train finally comes. 20 minutes later, I get on. It goes one stop. One stop, you guys. I was in the car for 3 minutes maximum before they say over the loudspeakers, if you guys are going to Manhattan or you want to go past the very next stop, I suggest you get off now and either get on the A train or find a different way to get there. Everybody was so pissed. It was like, fuck.
And you had an appointment at the DMV.
Yeah.
That sucks.
And this is at around like 9:45 in the morning. So it's like a morning rush, And I can't miss this because if I miss it, then I'm going to have to make another appointment at a later date, which is probably going to be after my license expires. And, you can't really do anything with that. Is that illegal? I don't know. So I call an Uber that is blasting Maroon 5.
That's, first of all, if you're going to be negative about that, I'm going to stop you right there.
Well,
what song was it? Because I need to know. That's the most important part of the story so far.
This love
has taken its toll on me.
She said goodbye.
Can I just ask a question? Because we're going to be talking about this for a minute.
Sure.
Why are licenses expiring? Bitch, I'm still the same me.
That's
How about that?
so funny.
What
to
a
say
scam. What a goddamn scam. Look me up on
literally.
the computer. If I have a crime, I'll do the time. If I did an accident,
A whoopsie.
I couldn't rhyme accident. I was trying to rhyme it again.
Accident, check the faxident.
Exactly. And then take my license away. Why am I renewing every 2 years? Nothing's changed, bitch. I'm still the same old me. What's up with that, government? You know who we need to get on the podcast?
Who?
Government.
No.
I have so many questions.
I have a feeling by the time this comes out, we're going to have many more.
Really?
Probably many more questions.
Oh my God. Yeah. Trump just said he's changing the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. And I'll let you sit with that. Everybody. Okay? Because that's at the top of his important to-do list for office. I can't. He better save TikTok. That's all I'm going to say.
God. Okay. So.
Sorry. I'm interrupting your Maroon 5 car session.
It's okay. I finally get to the DMV. And there's like 17 lines. Of course, I have to wait in a line to get into the place, which is annoying.
Which was your favorite line?
Probably the line to the bathroom. That was a great one.
You pissed there or pooped there? Be honest.
I pissed. I've only pooped once since I was there. And that was like 5 days ago.
I've only pooped once since I was a little girl.
Since I was a little girl, it's probably only been like 35 times. I have an issue.
How was the bathroom there? Clean?
Disgusting.
No. And it's a government building. That's not okay.
Yeah. And I could hear way too many things in between those thin walls. I was like, ooh, if somebody was going through a rough time in here, the entire waiting room would hear everything. So after waiting in that line, I'm sat and everybody's on their worst behavior. Everybody's so annoyed. And I get it. Nobody really wants to be there. You're just there because you have to be there. But nobody wanted to match my energy. I'm smiling. I'm ready to mingle. I'm acting like this is a mixer. You know, I just want to make a friend. Nobody's chatting with me. Fine. Whatever. I get into the second line and I have my thing. And I thought that I would have to exchange my paper because I'm doing an out of state situation. So I'm up there ready to exchange my paper and that's it. Well, I get up there and I go to exchange my paper and she's like, take your jacket off and smile. I was like, what?
What do you mean exchange your paper? I don't know what that means.
I had like a whole form that I had to fill out and I had to give my license with this paper. Like you don't get your license back when you're exchanging it. It's literally an exchange. I thought it was just called that.
I'm not following, but I'm sure someone else is.
Basically what I'm saying was I wasn't ready for my photo. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get at.
They took your photo right then?
They took my photo right then and there.
Criminal. And this is why we need the government on the podcast.
I asked her if I could see it. She said no. I asked her if I could take one more. She said no. I have to wait 2 weeks to see what it looks like. I haven't even seen it yet.
Unbelievable. The government spends over $1 trillion annually on defense. If I was president, which one day I might be, I would spend $300 million a year on glam squads across America for each DMV so that we're all painted for filth, honey, at our license pictures.
That's what everybody needs. They need a little glam squad before you get there. Or at the very least, yeah, give me Facetune. At the very least, give me a monitor. Let me see what I'm working with, you know?
I'll be honest and I'll go on record. Actually, I won't say what I was going to say.
No, you have to now.
Can I say it to you and you can bleep the whole thing? Because I could get in trouble for it.
Okay. I did literally the same thing. And they said, you can't do that.
Oh, you literally cannot do that. And I know that that can't be public. You cannot post that.
No. Sandwich, edit that out.
You can't do that.
You can't do it.
But we both did it.
Stop.
Sorry about it.
Okay,
anyways,
brings this video back up. It was
What
AI.
did you wear?
What did I wear?
A dress?
No, I just wore a hoodie because I like the way that the hood like sits on my neck.
No,
it hides my double chin.
When you put it on, now I'm remembering because it was the black champion.
It was the black. Yeah, black is a thinning color,
and so is that champion.
Yeah, and it's not that comfortable anymore. I don't know why. Like the elbows, I noticed it when we were on the plane.
Gritty.
Yeah, it's gritty. It is Philadelphia Flyers, NHL, NFL. What's the hockey? NHL.
Hockey.
Yeah, it is so gritty.com.
Okay, well, so you wore a slimming sweater. The picture was...
we don't know.
What do you think, though? Because I feel like in my gut, I would know.
I wasn't ready. I asked her if my eyes were open, and that was the only thing she said yes to.
Oh my God, because Jonathan, I won't be surprised if this comes back and your eyes are half closed. Jonathan is like, when you take a picture of a dog and they get nervous around the camera and they start getting shifty. It's like, how do animals know what an iPhone is? Jonathan, if you put a camera in front of his face, he's blinking 100 times. He wants his eyes to be closed in the photo.
It's so true. I think
they're going to be closed.
I think I'm a slow blinker. I think that's what the issue is.
I don't think...
Wait, blink. Okay.
Now you blink. That is a standard blink.
I think I'm a slow blinker.
No, I went to optometry school, and I can tell you. Oh, that was slow.
Yeah, well, that one I feel like I was trying on purpose. Now I'm in my head about it.
A live photo hates to see you coming.
I can't. Okay, and then I waited in another line. Surprise, surprise. I had no idea where I was going to be. I like to know the plan ahead of time. And at the DMV, they don't tell you the plan ahead of time. And that lady was so fucking mean to me. She was asking me a million questions. And she didn't believe that my ID was real. I literally had to stand there for an extra 8 minutes as she went to go get the little magazine book of all the states. And she was like, is this real? I was like, you tell me. You tell me.
Can I say something about that?
Please.
I have a lot to say about everything. I have held a Pennsylvania ID before.
Whoop-de-doo. I'm sorry.
And you fakers in Pennsylvania, those look fake.
What
There's
about
something
them?
off about it. It's too thick. It's too blurry. You guys are printing blurry.
Honestly.
And the plastic is weird. It doesn't feel like my ID.
Yeah, because yours is thin.
Yeah, but it's also got like stamps in it and like holograms. It's clearly real. Yours looks like it could have been in like a Fisher Price set.
It does look like a very generic like license that they would use in a movie.
It's so thick.
It's very thick and juicy too.
I wonder what the New York ID is going to look like.
I don't know. I'm excited to find out, but kind of nervous at the same time.
Do you prefer the black and yellow license plate or the other one that they have, the blue and white, I think?
I like the black and yellow. It's so classic New York cab. It's so Carrie Bradshaw.
European too.
You think?
Yeah, it reminds me of like, look at me, I'm in Tuscany.
I want a vanity plate so bad. I need a car first.
Oh my God, my agent literally texted me and was like, Zachariah, you remind me of the kind of person that would appreciate a vanity plate.
100%.
Because there was one in front of her and it said Z is up. And she texted it to me and she said, Z, you're up. And I was like, she's like, you love vanity plates. I can just tell. And I said, that is the most accurate read I've ever received.
You 100% do. And just know that one thing about me, if I'm in the car and I see a vanity plate, I'm going to take a picture of it. And I'm going to scream blurry. And I'm going to point. And the pictures are always blurry. I'm never going to look at them. But somewhere on my phone, I have a decent collection of vanity plates that I've passed on the street.
I want a bumper sticker on my car that says, baby on board? Hell no. But this fat ass is. Honk if you're horny.
Oh my God, you're going to get so many honks in New York. Everybody loves that shit.
Look at me. I was born to drive in New York.
You were.
I love road rage.
You love to lay on the horn and you lay on it thick.
Oh my God, that old man that did a 3-point turn on a massive roadway the other day.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. The nerve, the gumption. If he had the nerve to do that, he has the nerve to withstand a 30-second horn blowing in his eardrum.
The thing is with me, if you're an elderly person in front of me that makes the smallest mistake driving, you know who needs their license renewed? Annually, if you're over 75. I want to see eye tests. I want to see motor skill tests, because some of these people behind the wheel, I'm like, can you even see over it? Because whatever's going on with that back, baby, get it aligned, because you're looking at the floor. If they're like, oh, young people are texting and driving, I'm like, that person just took a horse tranquilizer and got behind the wheel. So miss me with Miss Blood Thinner ass. Bench the bitch. I'm done.
Bench the bitch. No, she still needs to get to bingo. Okay, wait. So when you do renew, you do have to do an eye test. And it's behind the girl who's being really mean to me. And she says,
what was she doing that was so mean?
Okay, so I give her my passport and she's like, what's that? I was like, what do you fucking think it is? Well, it was in a case. It was in the case, but what do you think that it is?
Well, you should.
So I said, it's my passport. She said, I don't want that. I'm like, that's wild. That's crazy. Okay, so I take it back. And she said, wait, I need that. I'm like, are we playing games here?
I don't think she wanted the case.
She didn't.
Case is monogram that I gave you, which is kind of rude on her.
Be clear. Be clear with your needs and your wants, and then we're not going to have an issue. Okay. And then I hand her a piece of mail because I was just trying to bring extra shit because I didn't want to have any issues. And I give it to her and she's like, what's that? It's an envelope that has postage on it from the government. It went through the mail. It has my name on it and the address. That's what you're trying to, is that not what you're trying to look at? And she's like, I don't need that. I'm like, oh my God. She looked at my bank statement for far too long. I said, you don't need to see what I'm buying, ma'am. Thank you. But she flipped through a couple pages. I said, the address is on page 1. What are you doing? Anyway, the eye test is above her. And she said, can you see line 12? I said, yes. She looks at me again and she said, I said, can you read line 12? I felt like such a fucking idiot.
Oh.
I
Well,
was
did she say, can you see or can you read?
I think she said, can you read? But she mumbled and she wouldn't make eye contact with me.
And she was wearing a mask.
Yeah. And
so that's difficult sometimes.
What made it even worse was that the two people on both sides of me were sweet as cherry pie. I could hear their conversations and they were having it easy.
How did you end up with her then?
I don't know. I must repent. I must have done something. And
Get
I'm sure
on
I
your
did.
knees and walk to the beach.
It was so stressful
On
and really
your
hard for me.
knees.
They were asking so many questions. Like, why is any of that? Why do you want to know my mother's maiden name? You want to know the Pantone color inside of my asshole? It's very pink.
Wow. What was the line? You didn't tell us.
They were all just waiting to wait.
No, I'm sorry.
What line?
The one you had to read.
Oh, I don't remember what it was, but it was tiny text. It was.
You asked.
No, they were letters.
You asked the script supervisor, line. Line, please.
What's my line?
Can you read line 12? Yes. Well, bitch, read it.
And I know that it wasn't like she wasn't just in a bad.
Oh my God, not even ruining her day.
No, I didn't. Because she was flirting with the guy next to her and having a jolly good time. But when it came to me, I was smiling and I was like, okay. I was trying to see her boundary and I let her have that because she deserves that. And I'm sure she's had a long day. I'm sure she doesn't want to
Babe, you were there at
the
9:30. What day did she have that was so long? They open at 9.
Oh, that's so true. I was like, maybe an overnight.
The overnight at the DMV. I'm all set with the story.
I can't. It was too much. And then when I was signing the back of the card, the table I was
Your
signing
autograph?
on,
You're so famous.
the table I was signing on, I didn't realize it had wheels and I bumped it with my hip. And my signature is going to be fucked.
Did you say ow?
No, I didn't say ow. Zach always makes fun of me because anytime I bump into something, I say ow. It's a reaction, okay? Sometimes it doesn't hurt.
But I think 90% of the time, Jonathan says ow, he's not in pain. He will just like tap something that makes the slightest noise and he goes, ow. I'm like, are you good?
You know I'm in pain when I'm silent. When I get a Charlie horse and I can't.
I know. It's just you doing like interpretive dance with your mouth open, like agape, like just twisting your body. But I will go on record. One time you had a Charlie horse and I looked down at your foot, and this is when you lived in Philly, and I saw the veins on top of your foot like doing figure eights, like convulsing. And I thought, there is worms in your blood and this is the end for you.
That's what it looks like when I get them, and I still get them really bad. My toes, they like cross, they go, and I can't, it's not voluntary. I don't volunteer for as tribute. It just does it on its own.
Speaking of crossed toes, I just saw a picture of Steven Tyler's toes.
Why?
Oh, I don't know, honey. Oh, I don't know.
What are you going to tell me about Steven Tyler's dippies?
Oh, you want to hear about crossed toes?
Oh God.
You want to talk about this is my Steven Tyler impersonation. Oh, you want to talk about crossed toes, honey? Oh, you want to talk about crow's feet, crossed toes? Take a look at these.
Should I look it up?
Oh, you want to look it up?
I'm gonna look it up.
Should she look it up on camera? She should look it up on camera.
Okay, Steven, have you seen John Stamos's belly button? That's another one.
Well, I'll look that up.
Steven
Hold,
Tyler toes.
Yeah, that's all you need.
Oh, that's a liar, a thief and a crook. You tell her something, she's always lying. She said, "Fingers crossed, bitch."
How do you walk on those things?
I like that color though. Why
Wait,
are
John
all
Stamos'
these pictures?
belly button?
Yeah, all these pictures are the same nail color.
Do you know my mom met Steven Tyler?
What were they up to?
He came into her booth at the Barnstable Fair. Moving on here, I'm looking at her booth. My mom was a seller. My mom has always.
Is this an innuendo? Is her
she's
booth
always
her
been
nunu?
no, she wishes probably. Steven Tyler's hot. If you take the feet out of the conversation, he's always been a hot ticket.
Okay.
I also love Liv Tyler.
Yeah.
Quite possibly one of my favorite Nepo babies.
I also love the name Liv. I love Liv, laugh, love.
Do you think her name is Olivia?
Yeah.
Oh, well, sometimes it's not. And you said that to me like I'm dumb.
Livy.
So John Stamos' belly button, it looks like a hernia.
Oh, is that?
Well, I don't think so. He's someone that rich and famous probably would get their hernia fixed. And I'm looking at one where he's like clearly like pointing at it and giggling. So
yeah, that's the reason that I knew about it. It was in an article after he was on like Ellen DeGeneres.
Well, I'll say this about it. It's not offending me.
No, it's fine.
Steven Tyler's toes are offending me.
Yeah. Well.
Oh my God. John Stamos. Let's talk about him for a minute. He's just hot as hell.
Yeah, he still is.
He's aging so well. I think he was just on a roast.
Yeah, with Hannah Berner.
Yeah, and Hannah Berner was doing so great, and there was a bunch of comedians who were like Stone Cold Steve Austin behind her. Like not feeling very collaborative, not feeling very joyous to support a fellow comedian.
Oh, he wasn't there. You're talking like you were saying like they were just stone cold faced.
Yeah, like I don't know if John. I'm just talking about in general. When I saw that clip of Hannah Berner performing,
No, I thought you were. I know, but I thought you were saying that Stone Cold Steve Austin was there too.
No, I'm talking about their face.
Got it.
Yeah,
No, it's like, come on, throw some giggles, like laugh, support your local artist, please.
She's
Especially if it's oh God forbid it's a female comedian. Everybody has an issue with that. Christ Almighty. This episode of Camp Counselors is sponsored by Thrive Market. Entering the new year, Zachariah and I are looking to get back into the swing of things after all of the holiday craziness, and Thrive Market has made it simple for us to keep things on the healthier track. Sure, the holiday hullabaloo is behind us, but we're still busier than ever, and I personally do not have time to sift through ingredient labels to see what's in my food, which is why I love using Thrive Market. Thrive Market makes it easy to find better options without the hassle. One of my favorite features is the Healthy Swap Scanner in the Thrive Market app. It's so easy to use. You can scan any item and it will instantly suggest cleaner, healthier grocery alternatives. And I love to snack. You guys know this about me. So for me, this means swapping out sugary snacks for high quality swaps like Harvest Snaps Green Pea Snack Crisps, Smart Sweets Sweet Fish, and Lesser Evil Popcorn. The best part, everything gets delivered right to my door and I get savings on every order. Thrive Market also takes the guesswork out of finding safe, healthy food. All of their produce is 100% non-GMO and free of over 1,000 harmful ingredients. Whether you're looking for dye-free snacks, non-toxic cleaning products, or high-protein meals that fit your dietary preferences, Thrive Market has you covered in a few clicks. Ready for a junk-free start to 2025? Head to thrivemarket.com/camp and get 30% off your first order plus a free $60 gift. That's THRIVE market.com/CAMP. thrivemarket.com/camp.
This episode of Camp Counselors is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for your car insurance, and they'll help you find options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states. Attention campers, please meet at the old flagpole under the tall pine for morning announcements. Welcome back to Morning Announcements, campers. This is the part of the show where we share news articles with you that you might have missed that we want you to spread like wildfire. We do have a quick camp update here. We've gotten a lot of calls over the weekend about snake sightings. Yes, that is true. We do have a winter village of pythons living under some of your cabins. So if you are allergic to venom, or if you're a snake charmer, please step by Sandwich's cabin.
I would love to be a snake charmer. Is there a snake charm school? Oh my God, charm school. Snake charm school.
Oh my God, I'm at snake oil school.
Yeah, but most of the people in business school are.
Everyone on TikTok shop is.
Oh God. Okay. This is the part of the show, you already said it, that we read you fun articles. Let's keep it light. God.
Mine's not light.
Everything's so crazy, cuckoo, and heavy right now, including
mine's not light at all.
What is that?
It's the heaviest thing you'll ever hear.
Well, I'm looking forward to that.
It's the equivalent of a little life.
Oh my God, don't do this to me.
What's your article?
My article is coming from The Guardian, and it's by Jessica Murray.
It better be.
And the title is Mystery of Bananas in Nottinghamshire Road Has Residents Appealing for Answers.
Oh, you love that appealing bit.
Oh my God, I love the appealing bit, and I love that. We're in England, babe. We're in the UK. Residents on a Nottinghamshire road have been left perplexed as to why a mysterious plate of bananas keeps appearing on their street corner once a month. So the bananas, always whole but peeled, have been showing up on a regular basis in a residential area of Beeston. It's probably just Beeston.
That sounded Jamaican. Bacon. Oh my God, there's a menagerie of horns outside the window.
Oh my God, what's happening? The interstate is backed up out there, campers. So the residents are concerned as to why this keeps happening, and people are keen to find out who is leaving them there. Here's resident Claire Fenwick on the scene. I'm going to do her accent, okay? British, okay. I think it's been happening for at least a year. Is that British?
It's pretty good. It was pretty good.
It's Cockney a little bit. I see them there all the time. It's difficult to remember exactly when. I never had seen anybody leaving them. Oh, that's a little too... Fuck, I dip into the Australian.
It's your bread and butter, and you need to worry about your fish and chip.
Oh my God, we have fun here, guys. They could have been for animals.
Just read it.
But I've never seen a peck taken out of any of them. My friend will message me and say, oh, the bananas are back today. But we have no idea where they're coming from or who's doing it. The bananas, about 15 to 20 that are left each time.
Oh my God, that's a lot of banana.
I know. Are placed on a plate on the corner of Abbey Road and Windsor Avenue.
Oh my God, beetle.
Beetle bug. Hello.
The beetle ass.
Oh my God.
I think the banana's rotten right to the peel.
Bananas, lemon, John Lemon. We're solving pieces here. Some residents say they noticed them and were desperate to know the story behind them. I'm sure they were desperate.
Desperate to know. Okay, if you're desperate to know something, you're on your knees and you're not roaring, you're crying.
Resident James Oviedo said he was walking his dog past the corner nearly every day and thought the bananas had been appearing for 2 years. That's nuts.
This is a lot of speculation and not a lot of fact.
This is quite strange. There's always been a bunch of them peeled on a plate. Oh, fuck. I can't. I'm not going to do it. Everybody shut up. Okay. So they always appear to be drizzled with what seems to be honey. I thought it was perhaps a religious thing. Maybe somebody just likes to feed insects or something. So then they go into continue reiterating that there's usually not bugs on them and no bites have been taken out of the ones that are left. 15 to 20 bananas is a lot.
Yeah, I also thought it was a religious offering, but the honey's throwing me off the trail.
I don't know.
And I'm a bear on the scene.
So then this woman named Lauren says, we would love to know why they're being left here. We've all been discussing it in our WhatsApp group. We're completely puzzled. I walked past in the evening and there was nothing there. Then the plate was there the next morning. So this lady is like, somebody who's doing this is doing it at the ass crack of dawn. They have to be. But recently, a sign with a request appeared on the corner. Please, respectfully, no more bananas. The uncollected plates and rotting bananas leave such a mess. Wishing a happy new year to you all. So this was by resident Claire Short, who is a local volunteer litter picker. That sounds like an insult. Who put the sign up and then she took it down because she said she didn't want it to make a thing. And I'm like, babe, why are you talking to the news then? Why are you talking to an outlet? You don't want to make it a thing.
But they're leaving the plates there?
They're leaving the plates and they never come to collect
What kind
them.
of plate? Paper, ceramic?
No, it's ceramic.
That's strange.
Yeah. And this lady, she's really cute about it. She's like, the bananas appear the second day of every month. And it's clearly a special thing for whoever's leaving them. And I truly wish them well. But I do wish they would come back to clean up the mess a few days later. That would be lovely.
That's a fair request.
Yeah. Until then, I'm going to keep an eye on it and keep cleaning up the mess. Like, what a doll. What a doll.
It's all fun and games until it's the heat of August.
Oh my God. Well, it's been 2 years, they said.
Oh my God.
That's like 24 plates. I wonder who it is. And maybe it's a religious thing. Maybe it's like an offering.
It sounds
I don't know.
very Balinese, but the honey was throwing me off because that's what they would always do. But there was usually incense or like some sort of candle.
Well,
like
in Bali, they would use the crackers. They would have like the little boxes that had the candle and like a cracker as the food offering, not 20 bananas.
Well, they would have fruit sometimes too, but not that many bananas.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a mystery.
I think some people are bored.
Yeah.
I said, how can I start? Like, I don't know.
You think this is a prank?
Not a prank, but just to stir up conversation. Oh my God. The Bed-Stuy Aquarium. Yeah, guess what happened, you guys? The guy was just charged with murder. Or shooting at somebody.
I think it was attempted murder.
Well, he shot a gun and he at the same place where the aquarium is.
Yeah.
Well, don't shit where you eat, I guess. That's all I'll say about that.
Was that your heavy news?
No, I just thought about it.
Oh, great.
I was thinking about like things that drum up local conversation.
That definitely.
Bananas on the plate, fish in the cement. What's next, world? We'll take it right now.
Okay, so what have you got for us?
It's an article from the New York Times by Annie Correal. Human in bear suit was used to defraud insurance companies, officials say. Did we really need the officials say in the caption?
A human embarrassment, more like human embarrassment. That was good. You're allowed to laugh.
Me, after I tell the audience, they can say the F slur. You're allowed to laugh. Just joking. A video that was submitted as a part of an insurance claim in January appeared to capture a disturbing scene. A brown bear ransacking a Rolls Royce that was packed in a Southern California driveway. Similar videos involved other luxury cars were submitted to 2 additional insurers. And the 3 companies collectively paid out more than $140,000.
Wait, to this person or the other people who were just people in bear suits?
It was the same like place, but more like it was like the similar area involving similar stores, like luxury cars in this area.
Oh, okay. So they're like, hey, red flag, something fishy's going on here. A bear on the loose.
But something about the footage seemed off. And one of the companies reported that the video and images of claw marks on the upholstery to the California Department of Insurance. On Wednesday, after concluding an investigation it called Operation Bear Claw, the department said it had determined that the bear was not, in fact, a bear.
I can't believe it.
Upon further scrutiny of the video, the investigation determined by the great state of California that the bear was actually a person in a bear costume.
I should have had you read my Nottinghamshire Avenue story.
The department said in a news release. We're not releasing enough news releases nowadays. The scratch marks inside of said vehicles were made with a claw-like kitchen accessory usually used to shred meat.
Oh my God, like the shredded pork ass. I was thinking maybe like a tiny little rake or like a little hoe.
No, I've seen them.
Ones.
It's basically, think about like brass knuckles ass.
Yeah.
With spikes on the end.
And you tear the pork roll.
Yeah, the Taylor pork roll to tear the Taylor pork roll or shredded chicken. You know when you don't need one? When that bitch has been in a crock pot all day. Oh, you blink at her and she shreds to pieces.
She falls apart.
Oh my, she's fall off the bone.
We need a crock pot. Sorry, let's get back to this crock of shit.
The California Department of Insurance said on Wednesday that 4 Los Angeles County residents have been arrested. Do you want the names?
Yeah.
Fine. I'll give you the names. Ruben Tamarzayan. Arat. A-R-A-R-A-T.
That's a rat to me.
Arat. Chirkanian. Babe, I can't. They're getting crazier.
Okay. Well.
And Va Maradakayana.
Keep your eyes
all of Glendale. And then the bonus card who's not is Alfaya Zuckerman. He's just of Los Angeles. Each face charges of insurance fraud and conspiracy.
They were conspiring.
Well, you don't hear that enough nowadays.
So they were just trying to get the money.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're like, hey, I can't afford this Rolls Royce like I thought that I could.
I'm going to tell the story better because this is like boring. But when I can tell better. So picture this.
Okay.
The car is suspiciously parked in the corner of the driveway. There is a camera on the car, but this camera could have been from 1940. It's got the grainiest footage ever. Like, where's the Ring doorbell, babe? It's not this. So it's kind of pointed at it and you can see the car door open from the other side and this bear suit kind of crawls in there and starts just kind of going nuts and then it leaves.
But you can like so clearly tell that it's a person in a bear suit.
Well, I guess, first of all, we can show the video and we'll post it, okay? But I'll tell you this. The physicality, the mobility, I will say, the bear, it looks too scrawny to be a bear. It looks like it's a human in a bear suit.
Oh my God, they chose a rat to do it. He's like, please, guys, I'm the smallest. They should have got fucking Mary-Kate and Ashley on each other's shoulders.
Oh, yeah, no, this person was not big boned.
God.
This is like a lanky motherfucker in there.
You have to know somebody who would be willing to do it, who's a little taller.
And also, I feel like bears, every time I watch a video of a bear, which is more than you would think, campers, bears always kind of move a little slow. They're almost a little nervous.
Yeah, even like a bear attack seems slow.
Yeah, because they're like, I got one swing on you and you're out.
But they also like have a lot of meat to carry around.
And this guy looked like he just ran a marathon. He was so like rambunctious.
Oh God.
That doesn't mean anything, I guess.
That doesn't, but
So I saw the footage and I thought it was crazy. But it was funny because they brought in investigators to like look at all this or whatever. And they brought in a biologist from the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, who said that it wasn't really a hunch because they were rather clear, but rather it's clearly a human in a bear suit.
that motherfucker is not real.
They didn't even have to like really examine it. They're like, baby, that's Party City. They said that's Halloween Connection. That's Spirit Halloween ass.
Oh,
that's
no.
Amazon Prime, bitch.
Oh God.
So yeah, it was just, he noted that it was very ill-fitting. And this was the big deal.
What?
I saw the pictures of the cars they were submitting.
Uh-huh.
It looked like someone took a butter knife and ran it across the leather. You've seen a car after a bear attack, have you not?
Yeah, there's shit everywhere.
Oh my
Everything's
God.
strewn about.
The glove compartment is detached.
Yeah, and this is just like a couple of butter knife marks.
I
That's because
swear.
he's so fucking scrawny. You needed somebody who was going to really get in there. But also, don't commit insurance fraud, you dumbass.
It was perfect, like meat, like pull apart claw marks across the dashboard, like one here, one across
here.
the seat.
Oh my
one
God.
here.
Like an indie movie with like blood splatter.
Worse, you're gonna see it and be like, how did they think that was gonna be believable?
Well, they sound like idiots.
Well, what they could have done is they could have pre-shredded off camera and then brought up and then done some like kind of motion there. But no, from the pictures I saw, there wasn't even one like there was not even foam anywhere. It looked like a light drag of a butter knife. So they're like, a bear would leave a lot bigger of a mess.
Wait, so now they're arrested and in jail?
There's also one more fun thing that happens that the
God.
wildlife people said. In addition to this not being believable at all and clearly a human, brown bears have not been seen in California for about a century.
It's a Google search, babe.
So he bought the wrong costume.
He said they didn't have it in my size on Amazon.
Well, after executing a search warrant, investigators recovered the bear costume in the suspect's home.
Y'all didn't even get rid of it.
And then they found the meat shredding handles, known as meat claws.
Santa's juicy brother.
It's
meat claws.
Oh my God, Mrs. Thickums. Yeah, so that was a really poorly committed crime. I just like enjoyed reading it though. And I can't wait to show you the pictures.
Are they in jail?
I think so. This is kind of an older story. It happened in December. I think they're probably, so like this kind of, when you commit insurance fraud, they will like release you on bail.
But then they're going to have to pay bail. And also they're going back to the only cars that they have are destroyed because of them. And they're an idiot.
I think the car's already gone.
They don't take the car.
What do they do with them?
Well, if it's there.
Well, if they pay an insurance claim, if it's total, they're taking the car. Of course, yeah, they have to.
Well, what the hell we going to do now?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was people who just couldn't afford their cars.
Yeah, because you want a nice Rolls Royce, but then it turns out all that glitters is not gold.
Yeah, it's a 2010 Rolls Royce. Anyways,
Girls.
Campers, it's kind of going to be a tough year to like pull off a bear attack if it's fake. So if any of you campers were getting smart and had any funny ideas,
Don't try it.
Just know that there are no brown bears at Camp Shady Birch. Try a black bear. Those have been seen. This episode of Camp Counselors is sponsored by Zocdoc. When was the last time you needed to go to the doctor, but you pushed it off? Be honest, campers. You made excuses like, I'm too busy, or it'll heal on its own, or even, I don't know which doctor to go to. I think we've all been there. Booking a doctor appointment can just feel so daunting, but thanks to Zocdoc, there are no reasons to delay. They make it so easy to find and book a doctor who's right for you. Zocdoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. We're talking about booking in-network appointments with more than 100,000 doctors across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, primary care to urgent care, and more. You can filter for doctors who take your insurance, are located nearby, are a good fit for any medical need you may have, and are highly rated by verified patients. Once you find the right doctor, you can see their actual appointment openings, choose a time slot that works for you, and click to instantly book a visit. And appointments made through Zocdoc also happen fast, typically within 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can even score same-day appointments, campers. Stop putting off these doctor appointments and go to Zocdoc.com/camp to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/CAMP. Zocdoc.com/camp.
This episode of Camp Counselors is sponsored by MeUndies. At some point in our illustrious love lives, we've all asked our partner the same age-old question that guys have probably been asking for thousands of years. Am I big? While MeUndies doesn't know the actual answer to that, or if your partner can give the actual truth, this Valentine's Day, they can help you look huge with their contoured pouch and ball caddy. Every Valentine's Day needs a Valentine's night, and MeUndies is your perfect thirst trap to get the mood right. Choose from tons of awesome Valentine's Day prints and styles, and match undies with your special someone for an extra special holiday treat. Try their new sexy V-Day prints, like electric hearts or lovebirds. Ooh. Plus, they come in sizes extra small to 4XL, guaranteeing a flattering cut for every body. And MeUndies isn't just about underwear. Explore the lounge collection featuring joggers, hoodies, onesies, and so much more. MeUndies' signature fabric is as soft as a warm hug from your favorite sweater. It's breathable, stretchy, and oh so comfy, making it ideal for all-day wear. This Valentine's Day, good things come in big packages at MeUndies. Get 20% off your first order plus free shipping at MeUndies.com/counselors and enter promo code counselors. That's MeUndies.com/COUNSELORS and use code counselors. MeUndies, comfort from the outside in.
Grab your bug juice and bear spray, campers. It's time to pack it up and take a hike.
Welcome back to Take a Hike. This is the part of the show where we bitch a little and we tell something to take a hike. Lace it up, bitch. So what am I telling to take a hike? I genuinely am so fucking annoyed by.
Just say the F word.
So the other day, this juicy ass was trying to get on the Peloton, and I have a little heart monitor thing. For those who don't know, the Peloton is like the little workout bike, and it measures your heart rate so it can, actively tell you how many calories you're burning, blah, 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 right? So the battery died, annoying. So I had to try on with my Apple Watch, my Apple iWatch. And it wouldn't connect. And I was annoyed, but that's not my take a hike, because it said in order for that to happen, I have to update my watch. In order to update my watch, I have to update my phone. The day I've been dreading, because I have heard nothing but awful things about iOS 18 on Apple. And I had to update it. And I did. And I regret it. Did anybody out there not update? Because it is a nightmare. I've been hearing about it on TikTok. Everyone's like, the photo album. The biggest thing is like, why are we fixing something that's not broken? The photos, why is that any sort of priority? Everything's out of order. You screenshot something, it goes somewhere. You save something from like your computer, instead of going to the bottom of your photos, it hides somewhere the date that it was originally made. So you have to somehow find it.
There's no recents.
No, the recents, they don't all go into the recents. It just goes like done today, but it doesn't categorize it as you saved it today, therefore it's at the bottom. It says, oh, you saved a photo that somebody made 5 years ago on the internet. So it's 5 years ago somewhere in your photos. It's a fucking mess. It's so annoying. iOS, do you want to know what that stands for?
What?
I obviously suck 18. That's what that stands for.
Wow, standing on business today. I haven't updated yet because I've been looking at you every single night, and you draw a warm chamomile bath and you drown your iPhone and you say, I want to kill this thing. And you hold it underwater until it screams. And when it stops moving, you take it out of the water and you say, next time you won't be so lucky.
And that's kind of what I want to do.
You've been doing that every night. Why are you lying like you're not?
But it's so annoying. I just got an alert today. It's like, hey, would you like to update to 18.1.01? No, bitch, I don't. Unless you somehow fix it, which I don't know why they just don't fix it.
Well, I would, if I was you, update to her newest version because it's probably better and you're already screwed.
Yeah, so that's true. What could I lose? What else are you going to fuck up for me?
They said your contacts by middle initial.
Oh my God. They said, QWERTY keyboard that you're so used to. Babe, we scrambled them. you can't set them back. That's going to be what's next.
No,
It's
be
so
brave
annoying.
and kind
No,
to yourself.
it's truly, I just don't understand why that is something that they would have to touch. And as somebody, I think I'm so frustrated because as somebody who, this is what we do online, all of our content is in the photo folder and everything that we do for the podcast. And when we have to post stuff for the podcast, or if I'm saving something to use as an asset for this very program that you're watching on YouTube, like everything gets shuffled around and mucked to boot. And I'm really annoyed. And I, in this political climate, it's really not the thing to say, but I'm going to say it feels like a terroristic attack against me. It does. Dare I say satanic? I'm just annoyed. I'm annoyed. You hear me, Steve Jobs from the other side? God bless your soul. May you rest in peace, but slightly less peace, knowing that the people who took over your company are fucking me over like this.
Would you really say that if I were to bring him out right now?
Yeah. Because you know why, bitch? I'm switching back. I'm going back.
The canned bit that could. Are you
For our audio only listeners, can you tell them what I did?
that had such potential to be such a moment in the way that I can't wait for you to watch that back. He flipped open a psychic. Did you buy that offline for a video?
Baby, it's my T-Mobile psychic.
Is that your real one?
Yeah, I have the
Where has this been on this whole time?
unlimited nights and weekends. Yeah, it's a sidekick phone from T-Mobile. It has to be charged, but I'm ready to go back to the simpler times and just use my phone for pictures. But I can't because it's my job.
Yeah,
and I love it.
Editing a video on its sidekick.
Yeah, no, I couldn't. Okay, that's probably really annoying for the people. You're gonna break it.
I'm not gonna break it. This is like such a typical sidekick owner. Like you give it to someone who can't afford one because they were poor, and then the person's like, "Give it back, Uggo." You're gonna break it.
It's so typical of somebody who's poor and can't afford it to break one.
Yeah, keep that in the podcast. Let's see what people say about that.
Thank you. I feel lighter. Oh, wait. So there is good news on the other side of this. With that update, there are some custom emojis. And you guys, we have Camp Counselor podcast emojis that you can download even if you didn't update your phone. I'll have like a little step by. I'll put them somewhere on the website. You know, explore, look around, surf the net. I don't know what to tell you. But I made some cute emojis. Aren't they fun?
You've been having a lot of fun with your emoji creations.
Yeah.
Which is your favorite new emoji? Sandwich or the raccoon?
I really like the s'more is really sneaky.
The s'more is sneaky.
Princess Girl is cute too. There's a Princess Girl emoji.
How is s'more sneaky?
You'll have to take a peek and look.
Oh my God. Clickbait galore this episode.
Period, puta.
I want everyone to look at John Stamos' belly button.
And S. Tyler's toes.
S. Tyler.
So what are you
told
bitching
by
about?
Tyler.
As told by Ty.
I'm bitching about when you boil an egg.
Okay. All right.
No, because when you boil an egg, what am I doing with that egg? I have to peel that egg.
Oh, I know where we're going.
Peeling hard-boiled eggs should not be as difficult as it is in 2025. We should have figured it out by now. But every single time, it's like a wild card. Is it going to do that gorgeous little like break off completely? Or am I going to be flicking at individual pieces and the membrane in between the shell and the egg, and then the eggshell, it gets under my nail bed and then pokes my skin. I scream.
Draws blood.
It draws blood. I'm freaking out, and I'm making this to make a deviled egg, and you can't have a bumpy egg for a deviled egg. If you're making egg salad, it's fine. If it's a little bit of a tear here or there, it doesn't matter. But for a proper deviled egg, execution and presentation is everything.
Why do you think they call it deviled egg?
Oh my, because it really is one hell of a process. It's just, I think that we should have evolved by this point. I don't want to hear some sort of Hockamamie Hock-to bullshit.
Oh my God. Someone's going to say, boil it in 1/4 cup of vinegar. No.
Yeah, they're like, start it at a medium roar boil, then make the boil roar, and then bring the boil to a little bit more of a whisper, and then dump it into the ice bucket challenge. And it's like, fuck you with these witchcraft tech tips and techniques.
I know, but when you get that one.
Oh my God, but at what cost did you get that one?
It's so true.
Your sanity.
It's so true. The other night I snuck down. This is so gross. I snuck down to the fridge at like dead ass 3 a.m. to have a little snack.
For an egg?
Yeah. Okay. You told me this was a safe space.
It is, but at 3 a.m., I'm not going downstairs out of a warm bed for an egg. I'm making some ramen or something.
I was hungry. So I went to the mess hall. And I cracked it open and it was so easy to peel. It was a piece of cake. And then I was like, you know what?
I'll have
I'm
another.
hungry again.
Yeah.
And the sister, she wasn't as kind.
Oh.
And I don't know what it is.
Oh, she was the bitch.
She was a bitch. She was a bitch to peel for sure.
Yeah, and then it's almost like, was this the right call?
And no, it wasn't.
So we have two sisters from the same family,
Same coop.
cooked in the same method. And see, it's like you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
When you
Scary.
hard-boiled eggs, should you peel them immediately or do you peel them as you go?
There's been times when I peel them immediately and we just eat them so quickly. But if we open the fridge and we see, oh, they're hard boiled, but I have to do the work, I'm just like super biz right now, then we eat them like a little bit slower. So it depends on like what kind of busyness, where the needle lands on the busy meter that week, you know? What?
Fantastic.
What do you think?
Fantastic storytelling.
I can't tell if you're making fun of me or just laughing with me. Someone help.
We just spent like 5 minutes talking about when we eat eggs and when we don't.
I think there's a gas leak in here again. We're being creepy.
It's the gas from the eggs we are eating.
Oh my God, why do farts smell like sulfuric gas?
All right.
Okay.
You're being stinky now.
So that's your take a hike?
Well,
What if I told you the egg was in the room with us?
also, let's talk about this for a minute. Why can I not commit to memory how to hard boil an egg? The amount of times I've Googled how to hard boil an egg, every single time, at least 150.
Every time.
I'll never remember.
Every single time I make one, it doesn't even matter. I'll do it twice a month and I'm like, how did I do it last time? Because then I start to overthink. You were on FaceTime with your sister. I had to ask her.
I'll tell you this. We've been talking about eggs too long. Let's move on.
Okay, let's move on.
Do you think the new counselor likes the top bunk or the bottom bunk? Over.
Either way, I'm giving them my boondoggle keychain. Over.
Welcome back to Crush of the Week. Crush of the Week. Who are you loving? That's the intro.
That was really nice.
It's all about what's doing well, what's doing good.
And it's not me, bitch.
Yeah. Are you my crush of the week or am I your crush of the week?
What are you saying right now? The gas leak's getting to us both.
Okay, neither. What's your crush of the week?
Okay, my crush of the week
Say it proudly.
are finstas.
Oh,
So
who's Finsta?
Finstas, if you don't know, hello, wakeup.org. They're like fake Instagrams. Is that what they are? They're like on the low Instagram accounts, right? Is that what Finsta? What's the F in Finsta?
Fake Instagram.
Yeah. But they're not fake to me. They were real to me.
Well, yours is private.
Yeah, they're all supposed to be private, right? Okay, maybe I'll say my understanding of a Finsta. Maybe I don't know what a Finsta is. So my understanding of a Finsta would be a private account that you select like a couple of your friends to join, and we like follow each other in a private little cave that nobody else can access. We have like, no one can hack us and see our shit. And we post, I don't know, things that you would normally post in a group chat or just like stupid shit. I'm not talking about like problematic, dumb stuff, but just dumb stuff, you know?
Oh, I follow your Finsta.
Oh, yeah.
Very aware.
And
of your
my Finsta is full of it.
It's like pictures of you with like Snapchat filters and then like you crying holding Buffy.
Yeah. Oh, it gets crazy. It gets deep on there. And I only have like maybe 30 of my friends in real life. Like everybody who's on there, I have met in real life. We are friends. And I'm like not afraid to be naked in front of. That's what the prerequisite is to become a follower
My
on there.
mom's on there.
And don't you dare try to find it out there, campers, because I'll give you a slap on your bum. Okay, this is my private time. But if you don't have a Finsta and your friends don't have a Finsta, I don't know. I feel like it's just so freeing because if I'm drunk and I'm thinking about posting on my main account, and I'll post it on Finsta first, and I go, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't put whole on main. And
No,
I don't.
It's a great place to warm up the audience.
Yeah, it's also fun because I don't have to think about if it's a good time to post or not. I can just post and then move on, you know?
Yeah, I don't have a Finsta, but I live through your Finsta because you're very active on yours.
I am, and I love it. I've had it for a couple of years now, but something treacherous happened the other day.
What?
We were at my parents' house, and oh God, I have 3 accounts logged in on my phone. I have my main Instagram, the Camp Counselors Podcast Instagram, and my Finsta. and I post a photo dump for my Finsta. And then it starts getting more likes than usual. And I quickly realized I had posted it on the Camp Counselors podcast.
Oh, which campers got to see it?
So some of you got a little sneak peek behind the curtain. Nothing was bad, but it was just like, oh,
You're
I wouldn't
lucky because sometimes you post bad
there.
things on there.
I don't post terrible things. I just post whole on me. And like, that's not on that, you know? But that's my crush of the week. Get yourself a Finsta, you know? Have fun with it. Get freaky. So what are you crushing on?
I'm crushing on something I wrote down in my notes when we were back home in Massachusetts. And you had never heard of it before. And I wanted to talk about it at camp. The Dinner for Two dining books. Why are you laughing about a coupon book?
No, this is honestly a great thing to crush on.
I just can't believe that you didn't know what it was. And that's why I wanted to talk about it. Because it truly is such a magical little being that only appears once a year. Kind of like a groundhog.
Can you give the title one more time to the campers?
Dinner for Two dining book.
And that was it. That was all I was given. And it was the talk of the town.
Well, they only come once a year usually. And we saw it at the liquor store and they were selling them there. So if you're unaware, this specific iteration is only available in Massachusetts and Rhode Island. And it's this.
That's why I hadn't heard of them.
Well, I thought other communities made their own.
I'm going to look up to see if Pennsylvania has a real one.
Well, it's a fierce little leather coupon book filled with over $1,000 in savings for $29.95. And I really believe inflation has not affected the Dinner for Two dining book because I think when I was a kid, it was also $29.95. They've never increased their prices on it. And this is a really great fundraising opportunity for your community if you have one of these things. Jonathan, you wouldn't believe the restaurants that were participating.
Please tell us.
Oh my God. Well, I'm not going to list them onto the show because no one cares, but they were some of your favorites.
Oh, and the book pays for itself if you actually use it.
Well, you go to the dinner, and I worked at a restaurant that had one of these. Someone comes in, they pull the little coupon book out, and they pull the piece of paper out, and they go, here it is. Buy one, get one free entree.
Yeah, great deal.
You use two of those, you've already saved over $30.
How much do you pay for the book?
$29.95. Over $1,000 worth of savings. There's a couple places you can use that aren't restaurant related, but majority of them are.
So who's getting the money?
You'd like to know, wouldn't you?
Because it's like they're divvying it up between everybody who is participating.
Well, let me tell you something about business. You give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You give a man a Dinner for Two dining book, he eats for a year. So how they make money is, I think they're banking on you spending more money by coming in. Because maybe you wouldn't have gone to Riccardi's for dinner that night.
And maybe I've never had Riccardi's. So I'm just going to, step in, use my coupon book and say, you know what? You got me through the door. I passed the threshold. And turns out I actually really do love this room temperature Caesar salad.
Exactly.
And I come back time and time again. I bring the kids next time.
Mm-hmm. I think it's fabulous. Would you like one for your community?
I think we need one for Camp Shady Birch. What the fuck happened to Coupon Susie? You remember Coupon Susie?
You don't want to know what happened to her. And it involves Shark Tank and liquor.
Wait, Shark Tank?
Yeah, and alcoholism.
Oh my God, stop. No, because she was like the it girl. My first year of college, I remember I was couponsusie.com and I was standing there using my university points to print them out at the printer because I needed those coupons.
What were you getting on coupon?
Everything. Oh my God, ramen, dish soap, sponges, anything for around the house.
I didn't know you were around the house. I didn't know you were an extreme couponer.
I wasn't. I would make a grocery list. And
Jonathan, if you're printing coupons out
no.
in major ways, that's pretty couponer.
Let me tell you something about Coupon the House Boots. They have the Pokemon card page holders for a binder, and they're stuffing them in there. And they find a way to like buy 17 different things that they don't need that will in turn give them 2 free tubes of toothpaste. And then the grocery store will owe them money. Have you never seen extreme couponing?
Oh, I have. And I'm like, yes, you won, but at what cost? Because now you have 17 bottles of Tide in your basement.
Well, I think some people, they love to do it. Some people are good at it. Some people need it. And some people just like don't have a hobby.
Oh my God. I'm never against taking money from big businesses.
Yeah.
I love it.
What I was saying was I would make my grocery list, and with the help of Miss Susie, couponsusie.com, which is now null and void, I suppose, I would just type in the things that were on my list and she would be like, here's a coupon that's active. and then I would print it out.
You should start asking ChatGPT.
I'm going to wait. Hold on. This is going to happen in live action. Nope, that's Threads. Do you have ChatGPT on here?
I don't. I'm not old enough.
Oh my God, I don't have it. Do I have it?
It's on Google.
She died.
Did she?
There isn't much information about what happened to Coupon Susie or her disappearance. I'm not even kidding. This is what AI just told me.
Wait, do you think it was something scary?
I don't know. It sounds like she was probably doing money laundering or something.
You always say money laundering, but I don't know if you know what that means.
I know exactly what it means.
What is money laundering?
I can't say because I'm mic'd. I'm bugged.
Campers, check your house right now. Are you being bugged by Susie?
Big coupon.
Susie's bugging the houses. What song's been stuck in your head all week? Welcome to Camp Songs. A blistering night here at Camp Shady Perch. Are you ready for Camp Songs?
When you did that, your jawline looked snatched, baby.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll do it every day.
Okay.
This
Maybe that's a good exercise to do.
Thank you. This is the part of the show.
For you, I mean in general.
That was really sweet.
I wasn't saying for you.
We got it on camera, don't worry.
Oh, God.
This is the part of the show where Jonathan insults my jawline and we play you a song that's been stuck in our head all week. Fatty will go second. Jonathan. Skinny Jonathan. Will you go first, please?
My camp song is Party on the Bus by E.D. Cadence.
I need to hear that. Can I get a vocal?
He's a Caroline. No, it's not. It's not. Okay, you guys, there's a TikTok song that's going around. This girl is like a DJ and she made a song. It's called A Trip on the Party Bus. And she recorded it when she was like blackout drunk. Thought it was so bad. So she posted it the next day as like a ha-ha. And people loved it. It sounds like everyone's saying it's the haunting Macarena. And it sounds like crazy. It's the craziest song I've ever heard. And I cannot stop singing it. I love it.
You can't stop listening to it every night.
Literally, it's not my camp song, but if you are interested in that, it's called Trip on the Party Bus by E.D. Cadence.
He's a Caroline, he's a mountain of 80s, but he's all that fine, looking up in the 80s.
My actual song is My Turn by SZA. I thought it was one of my favorite songs that came off of the new album. I know you weren't a fan of it. Lana, which is just
her name is Solana.
Is just SOS Deluxe.
Okay.
So it's just an extension of it. But I love it. I think it's a really great song. And also, I was looking up news about SZA. And according to her tweet, she said, to fulfill my last 2 album requirements, I think I just want to make peaceful children's music and get out of here. Then I'm going to be a farmer and donate the produce to underserved communities. I love that.
I love her so much. See, to me, that album that just came out, it felt like an album like requirement.
And that could be what it was, because
so sleepy and so boring. I'm sorry. I really think that.
Because she's really on the charts, because I think what happens, I could be wrong, when you release a deluxe version that has like so many songs on it, the more songs you have, the more plays it'll get, which will then launch that first album, which was SOS, into,
The
other
next charting thing. Yeah.
I think it's like, I do think there is reason for the season. And I think it's not loopholes. It's just kind of, well, I guess it is a loophole.
I want to ask for a birthday request.
Birthday request?
I want to go see her new movie with Keke Palmer.
Yes. I feel like I've been seeing trailers for it forever and it's still not out yet.
I think it's coming out at the end of January. So will you take
January
me?
18th.
Is it?
Yeah.
Will you take me for my birthday?
Maybe I already got tickets.
Did you really?
I cannot say. But I love SZA. I don't know how many SZA songs we have on.
Go Gina is my favorite SZA song.
Go Gina.
F2F.
Go Gina. That's a good song. Okay. So, what is your camp song?
A friend of SZA is my camp song. Rihanna, Breaking Dishes.
You really have been listening to this all week.
Off of Good Girl Gone Bad. Guess what year that album came out?
07.
07.
Really?
I remember her well. The big song off of this album was Umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
That was like a really big one. Also off this album, Shut Up and Drive, 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 and Please Don't Stop the Music. all off this album.
What a great
So
album.
Breaking Dishes never was a single. I never had the album. I only knew the singles. So this song didn't come into my realm of understanding.
And at the time, you would have to make that purchase. You would have to commit to the
Yeah.
99 cents on Apple iTunes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I never heard it and it never was released as a single. So it popped off on TikTok like a month ago. And I cannot believe, like, a B-side for her was This Electric. But when I posted it on my Instagram, a lot of you were really big fans of it. So when this song came out, she was only 19.
Yeah, that's
I
incredible.
always forget how young Rihanna was when she started. I'm trying to say Rihanna because I don't think it's Rihanna. I think she goes by Rihanna.
Yeah, I've heard her say it Rihanna, and everyone else says Rihanna. And according to some of you campers, I pronounce everything crazy. We've gotten some comments. I just am how I am,
Yeah.
unapologetically.
Just go have a bagel in Las Vegas and we'll figure it out.
I'm shutting down.
Well, I'll keep going. At this point in Rihanna's career, she already had produced Pondy Replay and SOS. So she was just like on the upswing, which is like insane. But if you have never heard this song, I need you to quickly grab a bob. If you have a local bob, throw it on and just let your neck and your body just kind of like take over. This is a song that now that I know, it will be in my Spotify top 100 plays every single year. It makes me go nutty. Like, I get sweaty with it. I get stinky with it. Like, till the pain.
Go stinky.
No.
Go stinky.
Like, you should see
go
me doing
stinky.
the stank leg. Stanky leg. January 1st, 2025. That was it officially passed 250 million streams on Spotify.
Wow. Has she made a comment about that?
I don't know. It's just like a big TikTok song right now.
She has to know. Clearly,
Oh,
she's
of
getting
course
a call.
she knows.
Because you remember when Kate Bush, Running Up the Hill,
Yeah.
that was wild. Because I mean, I get it that song was used in Stranger Things, but imagine having a song that did well in the UK, but not amazing. And then it just kind of like breaks through these barriers of like 40 years later in the US. And it's like trending and you're getting more downloads and more listens than you ever have in your life. Like 40 years, it's never too late.
I know sometimes we need other people to show us how the music should be felt. Because when you hear it yourself, you're like, oh, that's good. And then you watch someone else's reaction to it and you feel like, oh, I now understand what I was missing.
The whole UK is like, that's what we've been trying to tell you about Robbie Williams.
No, we're not going to watch that Monkey Man. I'm not doing it. But this song really feels like the same energy as like Before He Cheats in a way that's kind of like rambunctious and like, rah, rah, rah.
How does that one part go that I know? Because
I'm breaking dishes up in here all night. Oh, I ain't gonna stop until I see police and lights. I'm a fighter man tonight. I'm a fighter man tonight. I'm a fighter man. A man.
Oh, she's saying I'm going to fight a man?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she said I'm going to find a man.
No, I'm a fighter man. I'm
Oh,
breaking dishes. I'm not gonna stop breaking dishes until I see police and lights.
I thought they were...
She's beating ass.
Babe, I thought they were fucking on the counter. I thought... I had a different understanding of the song.
Oh my God, wait, that's kind of hot though.
But I also didn't read the lyrics. I just listened to it all the way through twice, and I thought they were porking on the island in the middle of the
Well,
kitchen.
On that note, that is our show.
It's our program.
time. Sandwiches behind the camera. He's saying time check.
Oh yeah, our red light went on. That's what
Oh.
happens in comedy.
Oh God.
And if you enjoy comedy, y'all, hello, Zachariah is still on tour, and hello, I'm still opening for him, bitch. So you can go get your tickets now. Some of them are sold out, so get yours before they sell out completely.
I know Phoenix is chugging along in a really exciting way.
We rise like a phoenix.
But we start in Charlotte, and Charlotte will be on its way to selling out fairly soon. Texas, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, we're starting in Charlotte, and then we're going to make our way to Cary, and
If
then
you're
we're going to go to Samantha.
If you're in Houston or Dallas or Austin, I'm really excited to see you. Maybe bring a friend.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very, very exciting month of February. So we're going to do a couple episodes that are batched. So if we're not talking about things that are super current in those episodes,
We're on tour for a month. I'm sorry.
but we don't want to leave you. So we'll do all of it ahead of time so that you guys are fed at the mess hall that is this show.
Yeah, you're fed with the bananas from the ground.
This was a weird episode in
This
the way
was
that
weird.
like we were being weird.
This
I think
was
it was
weird.
entertaining.
No, yeah. Time will tell. Time will tell if this was entertaining.
God. Yeah, we're going to have to poll the audience. Was this a weird one or a good one? And they're like, why can't it be both?
Hey, amen. I
Okay.
love that.
Well, we love you.
Love you. If you have any stories you want us to read for Trail Mix, send them in. You can go to campcounselorspodcast.com. That has everything on it. You'll figure it out. If you're a new camper here, campcounselorspodcast.com or campshadybirch.com. That has all of the lore. You know, give us a 5 stars and a spanking.
And with that being said,
Lights out, campers.